Hey everyone, welcome to this yoga class. Thank you for coming. We're going to be doing a nice flow today. So, finding a cross-legged seated position, Sukhasana, on your mat. Evenly grounding through the sit bones, tall through the spine, shoulders away from your ears, crown of the head reaching a bit more length towards the sky, and just shutting down through your gaze, being here now. Inhale, feeling the rise of the belly. Exhale, feeling the lowering of the belly. Scanning through the body and just seeing what the body is telling you. Maybe it's bringing up some areas of tension, some stories in the mind, and just seeing what you can do throughout today's class to relax those areas, rewrite or just come to terms with those stories. Inhale, circling the hands to the sky, shoulders away from the ears, hands come together, and then down through the center and by the sides. Inhale your hands up. Exhale your hands down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Do this again, but keep your hands up. Hands are apart from each other. Right hand comes down to your side, bending over to your right. Left hand reaches away from you. Inhale your right hand up. Left hand comes down. Your right hand reaches to the left, grounding through your right sit bone. Inhale, left hand up. Right hand comes down. Left hand reaches to your right. Really reach those fingertips away. Right hand up. Left hand to the side. Reaching your right fingertips away a little further, but still relaxing the shoulder away from the ears. Left hand comes back up, one more each side. So coming to your right, grounding through that left sit bone, up through center and to your left. Coming back up through center, right hand comes on your left knee, left hand comes behind you, twisting your upper body to the left, right through the chest, tall through your spine. Your gaze looks over your left shoulder. Doing 3 nods up and down here with your gaze. Finding stillness, coming back through center. Hands come and reach up. Left hand comes on your right knee. Right hand finds your left sit bone and just comes behind there. Looking over to your right, and I said left sit bone, but right. And maybe choosing to stay here or bringing your gaze over your right shoulder. 3 nods up and down here. Finding stillness. Coming back through center, hands come up. One nice reach. Reach your hands away from the shoulders. Shoulders relax. And then hands come down through center. Switching out your feet. And just finding stillness. Hands reach for the left shin. And ground through the right sit bone and your left. And pick up your shin. Finding balance. We're leaning back slightly. Bringing that shin close towards the chest. Awesome. And just bringing that leg out in front, not really opening up at the knee too much. And maybe bringing your foot down or seeing if we can slowly engage the leg a little more and release the hands. Now, bring the leg back to cross-legged. Finding that length in the spine. Hands grab your right shin. Lean back slightly and pick up your right shin. Tall through your spine, open through your chest. Breathing in. Breathing out. Maybe you're choosing to stay here or starting to lengthen your leg out in front of you. Grabbing behind or on the hamstring. Tall through the spine. Lengthening a little at the knee, but still a bit of a bend. Maybe choosing to stay here or engaging the leg a little more and releasing your hands. And then finding that cross-legged seated position. Rolling over your shins and knees, finding tabletop. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, tall or long through your spine. Exhale, arch the back like a cat. Inhale, dip the belly, wide through the collarbones. Exhale, arching that back. Inhale, dip in the belly. Exhale, arch that back. And then one more dip in the belly. Right through your chest. Find a neutral back. Left leg floats out to the side. Doing rotations with your left knee, clockwise. We'll do 3 more. Maybe a little bigger. Finding stillness and going the other way. Two more. Nice. Find stillness and then bring that leg back to table. Other side. Right knee floats out to the side. Doing circles counterclockwise first. Maybe getting a little bigger. 2 more. And finding stillness and going the other way. Doing our best not to lean to your left. 2 more. Maybe a little bigger on this last one. Find stillness and then bring that leg down. Rounding the back a little bit, bringing your right knee in towards the nose and stepping it between your hands. Right hand comes inside your right foot. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling, getting a nice twist. Finding length through your fingertips. And bringing your left hand back to the ground. Right hand comes behind your right calf on the outside of your right foot. Just finding that position. Maybe choosing to forward fold and bring your chest down towards the ground, bending at the elbows slightly. And maybe staying here or bringing your head behind in the direction behind your right calf, feeling a stretch in your leg, in that glute, down that right hamstring. And coming up with your upper body, floating your right heel off of the floor, floating your right toes, the whole foot is floating, and then sweep the foot out to the right and around back into your table. Left leg floats out to the side, or bring that left knee back down, arch the back like a cat. As we arch the back, bring the left knee in towards the nose and step it between the hands. Left hand comes inside your left foot. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. A nice twist here. Reaching those fingertips away from the body. Right hand comes back to the ground. Left hand comes behind your left calf. Staying here for a sec, just feeling it out. Maybe folding forward a little bit. Feeling that length happening in your left hamstring. Maybe staying here or choosing to bring your head in the direction behind your left calf. It's a challenge, so just being where you can be. And coming up with your upper body, floating your left heel off of the floor, left toes off of the floor, and then sweep your left leg around back and back into table. Tuck your toes and start to go to down dog. So bring your hips up and back, long through your arms, through the side body, bringing that chest in towards your thighs, letting the head just chill, shoulders away from ears. And doing a flow, let's do a nice gentle flow, so bringing the knees down, then your chest and chin. And then finding a lying down position on your chest, elbows by the sides, elbows or arms, hands by the sides, elbows come in towards the side body, bringing that upper body up, the chest into a nice cobra. Coming back down with the chest, pushing into the ground, bringing your hips back and up, and then lifting your knees, finding a down dog, wiggling out your hips, lengthening one knee at a time. Right knee pulls in towards the nose and then steps between the hands, long through the back leg and the knee. Reach your hands forward and up into crescent. Keep that back knee straight. Left hand comes forward, right hand comes back. Nice twisted crescent. Right hand reaches in the direction of your left knee. Left hand towards the sky. Reach the left hand forward, forward, forward. Starting to hinge at the hips. Bring that hand down towards the ground. Float the back leg up. Revolve half moon. Right hand reaches towards the sky. Your gaze looks up in that direction. Extending at the back knee. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bringing your right hand back to the ground. Your back foot comes to the floor, front foot steps back into plank. Maybe go back to your knees, chin, chest, or lower in a plank. And then roll over the knees into up dog or cobra. And then roll back into your down dog. Long through the arms and side body. Hips back and up. Feel that lift. Wiggling out your hips. Finding stillness. Right knee comes in towards the nose and steps between the hands. Strong with your legs. Back leg is extended. Reach your hands forward and up, finding crescent. Long through your arms, shoulders away from the ears. Right hand reaches forward, left hand back. Twisted crescent. Exalting, so left hand reaches in the direction of your right knee, right hand towards the sky. Reach your right hand away from you. Nice, feel that length. And reach your right hand forward, 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 hinging at the hips and bringing it down on the ground, floating your back leg up, extending at the knee, left hand towards the sky. Nice revolved half moon. Oh yeah. Left hand comes down, your back foot comes down, front foot steps back, go through your flow. So come down, roll over, and then come back into your down dog. Nice wiggle out, wiggle those hips, nice. Walking your feet in towards your hands or jumping feet towards your hands. Pushing into your feet, floating your upper body up to a standing position. Sweet. Just shaking it out, shaking it out. Grounding through the left foot. Right knee comes up. Right foot floats off of the floor. Right hand grabs the outside of your right foot. Left hand grabs the inside of your right foot. Bringing that knee in towards your chest. Extending that foot, your foot, away from the body. Staying here. Really get extension in your knee. And then maybe choosing to forward fold and bring your head to your knee. Head to knee pose. Bring those elbows in. Really extend through that left leg. And then extend through your upper body. Keep the outer hand connected to your foot. And then guide your foot out to the right. Really extend through your left knee. Nice. Left hand can come out to the side. And then bring your leg back forward. And then bend at the knee, bringing your foot back down. Shake it out, shake it out. Bend at your left knee, floating the foot off the floor. Grounding through that right leg. Left hand reaches outside your left foot. Right hand reaches outside your right foot. Or left foot. But on the inside, choosing to stay here, tall with your spine, and then extending your left foot away from the body. Nice. Maybe choosing to stay here or bending through the spine and bringing your head to your knee. Straightening through that knee. And then come up with your upper body. Keep your outer grip with your left hand. And left foot comes out to the side. Nice. Tall through the spine. Bring your foot back to center. Bend at your knee. And bring your foot back down. Wiggle it out. Shake out your arms. Nice. Grounding through your right leg. Reach your hands back, back, back. Hinge at the hips and float your left foot off of the floor. Visiting warrior 3. Nice. Really extend through your right knee. Come back up through center. One more like that. This time, reach your hands forward. So hinging at your hips, reach your hands forward, forward, forward. Left foot reaches back. Really extend at your left knee. And then finding length, coming back up. Shake it out. Other side. So your hands by the side, reaching back, hinging at the hips, reaching your right foot back. Boom. Right foot center with the floor. Extend at your left knee. And then pushing through the floor, coming back to neutral. One more, keeping your hands apart, but pretending we're squeezing an imaginary ball. Hands come overhead. Hinge at the hips, reach forward, squeeze that ball. Boom. Nice. Come back up. Forward fold. Get those. We can bend at the knees, but really focus on getting your belly to your thighs, finding that length, and now work length through the back of the hips towards the sky. Inhale, look forward, flat back. And exhale, bend, forward fold. Step one foot back, and then the other, going through whatever your flow is today. And then finding that down dog. Wiggling out your hips. Straighten through one knee, then the other. Nice. Looking forward, walking your feet between the hands to a seating down position or jumping. Nice. Bringing your feet out in front, bending at the knees, soles of the feet on the floor. Hands, knees or elbows come inside your knees and reach for the outer edges of your feet, bright through the chest, long through the collarbones. Maybe lifting one foot at a time, kind of like that starting move we did at the start of class, and then the other. Maybe leaning back, grounding through the sit bones more, heels come in and floating those feet off of the floor, choosing to stay here. Or keeping that length through the spine, bright through the chest, and start to reach your feet forward and up. Big toes push forward, opening length through the back of the knees. Shoulder blades pull back and down, bright through the chest. And then bring the feet in and down. Two, so one more. You know your edge, maybe play a little more or just be content with it. Leaning back, finding where you need to go. Maybe your legs are shaking, mine are. Feel those lats pull back and down. And then bring those feet in and down. Finding a butterfly so the outer edges of your feet touch. Let's open up through the inner edges for now. Finding length through the spine. Maybe those elbows push the inner edges of your thighs down. Finding that breath, the rise in your belly. And the lowering of your belly on the exhale. Hinging at the hips and forward folding to your edge. Feeling that length and space in the low back. Shoulders away from ears. Keeping your gaze forward, chin away from the chest. Finding that stillness. Bringing your upper body up. Keeping right foot where it is. Left foot sweeps out to the side. So you're in deer pose. So that left shin is facing your left. Right shin faces the top of your mat. Tall through your spine. Just feeling your sit bones ground and find space here. Finding a nice even space through your hips. And now leaning forward, lengthening through your left knee, sending that your left foot back, tall through your spine, drawing your legs in towards each other, feeling your pelvic floor lift, floating your hands off the floor. Draw your left hip forward slightly, hands reach up towards the sky. Nice length here. And hands find the floor. And then lengthen your left foot back a little more. Feel that open space through your left hip. Elbows open. Hands stack on top of one another, resting your forehead or a cheek on the back of your hand. Just feeling that space. If your right knee is irritated or just feels uncomfortable, drawing your right heel in so it's underneath your right glute. I almost have to do that a bit today because of jiu-jitsu. Breathing into the side of your ribs, feeling that expansion and the length. And it'll just draw space and opening through the front and back as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Bringing your upper body up, pressing into the floor with your hands, walking your left foot in. And visit the deer pose on your left side again. Leaning back, hands come behind you. Bring the feet out in front and visit deer pose to your right. So right shin is facing your right, left shin is facing the front of your yoga mat. Tall spine, find that length. Finding your sit bones starting to get evenly rooted. The right sit bone tends to want to come up a little more, so just finding it settling into place. Leaning yourself forward, hands come on the floor, lengthening your left or right foot back, finding pigeon pose here. Nice and tall with the spine, drawing your legs in towards each other, feeling your pelvic floor lift, hands float off of the floor, hands reach towards your ceiling. Nice length through your spine, your right hip pulls forward. Hands come down towards the ground. Lengthen your right foot back. Bring your elbows down. Open up at the elbow. Stack one hand on top of the other. Rest your forehead or a cheek on the back of your hand. Right leg is centered with the floor, even through the hips, not splaying or leaning more towards one side. Length through your neck, so gaze looks forward slightly, chin away from chest. Feeling things settle and just sink deeper towards your mat. Being here now. Breathing in, breathing out. Starting to press into the ground, lifting your elbows, lifting your upper body, walking your back knee in, visiting that deer pose on your right. Just feeling if there's any difference in your hips and your sit bones. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Just being here now. Left hand comes outside your left hip, right hand behind you. Start slowly bringing your knees up to the right as we lean that way. And we start rotating, looking towards the back of your yoga mat, and come down to a lying down position. Knees are bent, soles of feet on the floor. Hands just out by the sides. Knees or inner lines of the legs come together. Knees fall down to the right. Bring knees up through center and over to your left. Knees up through center and over to your right. Maybe your gaze looks over to the left. Center and over to the left. Maybe your gaze looks over to the right. And just a few more back and forth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring your legs up back through center. Bring knees in towards the chest for a nice hug. Elbows come inside your knees. Hands reach the outer edges of your feet. Soles of feet towards the ceiling. Happy baby pose. Low back connected with your floor or yoga mat. The shins from the soles of the feet to the knee is basically a straight line. Feeling wide through the ribs, open through the chest, open through your throat. Keeping integrity, keeping the structure. Rock your body to your right. Come back through center and lean over to your left. Back through center to your right. Nice playful happy baby. And to your left. One more each side. So to your right. And to your left. Come back through center. Find stillness. Maybe you can open up a little more. Shoulders away from ears. Bring soles of feet in towards each other and then down. Knees or inner legs come in and touch one another, and just back to the rock side to side, so knees come down to your right, and we already know the gaze, so we can bring the gaze to the left, back through center and switch sides. Come back through center and switch. Come back through center and to the left with the knees. One more each side, so back through center to your right with the knees. And back through center and to the left. Come back through center with the knees. Lengthen one leg at a time down, finding Shavasana. Hands be by your sides, or one hand rests on top of the other on your belly, feeling the rise of the belly on the inhale and the lowering of the belly on the exhale. Breathing in that relaxation and exhaling it throughout the body and out. Scanning through the body for any bits that are holding on, any thoughts, and just breathing into those spaces, into those thoughts, and just seeing what we can do for this last little bit to ease the body, ease the mind, ease the soul. Breathing in and breathing out. getting a bit deeper. Maybe you feel yourself relaxing a little more. Start wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, moving your body. Reach your hands above your head. Reach your feet away from your hands. Nice long spine and body. Drag one foot in towards your butt at a time. Keep the heel along the floor. Low back on the mat. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Find that hug around your shins or around the back of your thighs. Roll over to the right. Press yourself up to a cross-legged seated position, Sukhasana easy pose. Hands through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale love and gratitude to yourselves. Exhale love and gratitude to everyone else. Thank you all for joining me today. Namaste. Hope you feel nice and relaxed and, mobile, loosened up. And yeah, enjoy your time. Thank you for coming. Bye.